Hi there, I'm Trisha Huffman, your joyologist, and I call bullshit on you being behind. I call bullshit on you being behind in your life, on your goals, on what it is that you believe is meant to be happening for you, on the things that you've declared that you were going to do. Yeah, the reality is you may be behind on some things, maybe a past due date. But what I really am calling bullshit on is this feeling of and living into I am behind. Because that is really living into telling yourself I am not enough. We find so many clever ways to try to tell ourselves this all day long in hidden messages. You are not behind. Where you are right now is where you are right now. And even if you saw yourself somewhere else by this point of your life, by this point of the year, whatever it may be, you are where you are. You are not behind. And when you live into the story of being behind, how does that make you feel? Usually that makes you feel kind of shitty, like you're not enough, like you haven't done something right, like the world's against you, like you're lazy. How does that make you feel when you tell yourself that you're behind? It's usually not good. And what I find is I am generally not motivated by these terrible feelings, or not sustainably motivated. Like sometimes you're like, oh, I feel bad. Okay, I better go work out because I want to feel better. But that's because I get to how do I want to feel. So when you are telling yourself you are behind, just make peace with where you are. Make peace with what has already happened, because what already happened. Even if that was like days of you not doing anything, weeks, years, maybe some stumbles, some choices that didn't turn out. It already happened. It's somehow perfectly part of your path, even if you wished it hadn't happened. Even if you wished different things had happened. It already happened. Stop telling yourself behind and focus on, well, what do I want? How do I want to feel? Why do I want this? And allow those questions and getting in touch with those feelings to carry you to keep making steps forward. Telling yourself that you are behind is usually making yourself live into like this smaller or frantic or tense body and environment in your mind. How do you want to feel? Think of something you feel you are behind in. And it may just be like your life where you might think, oh, I thought I'd be married with kids by this point. I thought I would be running my own company at this point. I thought I would have been promoted by this point. I thought I would have achieved this fitness goal at this point. Whatever it may be. What do you think you're behind on? How does that make you feel? How do you want to feel? What do you think you will feel once you get there? Because if you know me, I'm constantly reminding you. Yes, we want to strive for more. But you have to be in touch with that feeling, see that feeling for yourself right now. Something I could tell myself I'm behind on, but I don't. 9 years ago, I said I was writing my first book. I was announcing it everywhere. I'm going away to Italy. I'm writing my first book. I'm writing my first book. I'm writing my first book. Hey, everybody, I can't do anything. I'm at work. I'm writing my first book. I didn't start writing my first book. I a couple months ago started to write my first book, and I am now very committed to it. I am not behind. It's all perfect. But also the seeing that me writing a book is not to prove anything. Why do I want to write the book? Why do I believe that now is the time? It's not to prove that I am enough. It's not to show that I have anything to prove. It's because I really am lit up about the messages I share, the mind shifts I use and share here, and I want to do it in a bigger way in this book. So being in touch with Why do I want to do this? And allow that to motivate you to keep going and taking steps instead of being so fucking hard on yourself and telling yourself that you're behind and you are not enough. I call bullshit on you being behind. You are where you are. That's perfect because it's what's happening, and you can choose to make steps to keep going further without treating yourself so bad. Catch all my videos, subscribe to my channel, come follow me at Your Joyologist, and make sure to listen to my podcast, Claim It.